What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Toshi today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 20th day of August, and here we are sitting at about $30735. 1 hour and 18 minutes left in the day, up 17.8% on the day. Marvelous performance so far. And this, I believe, is the first of many days to look like this. I really do think that right now you're very mature in this kind of overall consolidation phase here, right? You've broken out of your downtrend. You've continued to consolidate. You've dilly-dallied, as I like to put it, and now you're ready for that breakout phase where you really start to see some fantastic growth. Kind of compare it to this, right? We had a nice downtrend here. You broke out of it. You dilly-dallied, and then boom, then you rallied. I mean, literally dilly-dally, then you rally. Boom. We got the same kind of formation going on here. It's just a little bit more expanded as far as the dilly goes. But if we're looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, and we are looking at it on the 1 hour time frame here, the RSI does have some bearish divergence forming, right? That's nothing too intimidating. In fact, that move down last hour might have been it, but we could come down a little bit more. Stochastics don't have bearish divergence. That's fine. And neither does the MACD. Really, all three of these indicators look very, very well positioned to continue going higher. But maybe for the immediate term, you know, we're right here at this prior area of resistance here, just below this prior area of resistance here, and finding resistance right at this prior support. So maybe we come down a little bit. Let's look at the 4 hour time frame. From a high here, oh, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. From a high to a low, yeah. You have just missed the golden ratio. So perhaps what you do is you come up, you tip that golden ratio, find resistance there, and then come back down to the 0.5382 area and then begin to run. Or if you are consolidating here, maybe you come down just a little bit, like I was saying, based on that 1 hour time frame here. Come down a little bit, and then you continue to rally. And that's totally fine. Either way is acceptable. So whether you rally first and then you come back, or you come back first and then you rally, I suppose the pullback, if you were to do the pullback first, it would be a more modest pullback. And with that, we really could see this thing extend into the 308 area, 30815 area, something up in here. It's very possible. Once you get above 30815, once you get above there on a 4 hour closing basis, daily closing basis, whatever, you're basically in full rocket mode, and we might be in that right now, man. Honestly, don't be surprised if we see some behavior like this, right? And if you look at this, you kind of compare this move here. I don't know, actually, maybe I'll just draw it from a low to a high, right? Low to high there. It's about the same size, right? It's pretty close. This one was a little bit bigger, but it's pretty close. You hit that golden ratio, and it'll be approximately the same size. Maybe then, you know, on the 4 hour time frame, you consolidate for a day or two, shake out the weak hands, continue to build, shake out the weak hands, and again, once you get to that 30815 area, that's whenever you should start to see real miraculous things happening. I mean, I'm talking about like what we did back here in May, what we did back here in April, right? Like days where you're getting 40% pumps, 30% pumps, more than that, right? We could see some truly spectacular behavior out of Toshi here. I do believe that this is healthy. This is a good look so far. And if we look at something with a little bit more historical data, have we even looked at the indicators? I don't think we have. While it's loading, I'm going to look at something else real quick. Just make sure we're all good. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Took a position on a crypto, and it's working out, so that's nice. Let's see here. On Maker, MKR. I was just looking, and it was one of the losers for today, so I'm like, I might as well get in on that. And it's bouncing back. I think that it will do well. I had something speak to me thinking, you know, everybody chases the pumps, so you should probably chase the dumps. So I went for whatever I found was like a relatively high market cap coin that dumped a little bit. I didn't like buy any. I'm just taking a position in it. If you don't know what that means, don't even worry about it, because you shouldn't be doing that anyways. But from a high to a low, I mean, you're taking a position anytime you buy and sell too, but I just mean that with leverage trading. But high to low, 4 hour time frame, that's what we wanted. Yes, I want to see the indicators. Getting overbought here, getting overbought there. You look good, man. All cylinders are firing. You look very bullish. I mean, if you stop here, it's going to be for an insignificant amount of time, right? By the end of the week, you should be up higher. Going into next week, certainly. Ending this month, you should be above really any prices that you've seen since February. You're going to be at the highest prices that you've seen since February, probably by the end of the month of August here. And then going into the end of August, going into September, you should be reaching for new all-time highs altogether. This is a beautiful beginning to what I assume will be a fantastic finish, okay? From a high to a low, the minimum target that we have as far as expectations goes for Toshi would be 2045. The maximum would be about 1 cent itself. I'm thinking we stop somewhere in between, right there at about 007, 2069, just above this 1414 area here, pulling about, anything from an 8x to a 10x move from here. Could it be more? Absolutely. This is a meme coin after all, and it's a low cap meme coin. I mean, there's a lot of growth can happen in a very short amount of time with this. Could we stop at lower levels? Sure, but I think that the minimum target we'd have, at least from here, would be about a 6x. So that's at 0045. Very much, I very much do have high anticipations for this thing. I think it's going to do well. Someone told me that they lost a lot of money on Toshi, and I'm like, how? They said that they lost a lot of money on Toshi based on my calls, and I'm like, how, dude? We didn't even really start talking about Toshi until here, right? And then we've advocated the buy hard here. I bought some over here right before it dumped right here. So even if you bought where I bought, and let alone if you DCA'd afterwards, you would have been you're at least neutral right now. Anybody who's lost money on this thing, they've been trading like a degen, unfortunately, and that happens to the best of us, man. The best thing that you could do is just buy and hold, guys. The worst thing you could do is try to time the markets, because the markets will, well, they will inevitably time you, man. They're ruthless out there, and just be careful, man. Anybody trading, even spot trading, especially with like these low cap coins, because you can get left in the dust, man. You can definitely get left in the dust. You don't want to do that. So the best thing to do is just buy and hold. And if you hold on to this, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, not a guarantee, but it looks like we are bullishly postured. We're about to break out of a trend that we've been in really this whole damn year, and or this consolidation phase we've been in this whole year. We're going to break out of this high that we formed back in January. I mean, once we see new all-time highs, this thing's really going to kick off. I can't wait to see what happens over the next 6 weeks. I think it's going to be fantastic. Looking at the daily RSI, phenomenal. Getting overbought, can't get oversold. Beautiful, beautiful. Living most of your time above the 50, not below it. Stochastics. Oh, I left the sprinkler on outside. I got to turn that off or move it. Stochastics bouncing right off the oversold zone. That's a perfect signal right there, you guys. Yeah, you're not stopping with that, man. This is just the beginning. Absolutely. We already knew that, but that stochastics confirmed it there. And the MACD looks great too. Continuing. Looking at the weekly time frame here. Fantastic on the weekly RSI. Really, you haven't shown any true strength yet. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? This move here, you weren't even overbought. You were too young for this move. I guess you had your RSI. You had your RSI literally that week. So maybe you were overbought here, if we go back in time, but we can't. You've never really seen this thing on a weekly time frame being overbought on any of these indicators. I guess the MACD looking the way it does, it's got its highest readings, but it can definitely go higher. I'm really excited to see what happens, man. If anything, I might not be bullish enough, but I think we got the right estimations. If I'm wrong, it's only going to be because it went higher than I'm expecting. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Take care of yourselves. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.